we're embroiled in the whole composting issue. Yeah. Now, if the mayor does, well, where is the monies for that composting contract? Where is it in here? Or is it in there at all?
Yes, it is in here.
Okay.
Okay, so in Fund 85, which is the solid waste fund, and I don't know if you guys have your binders or your smaller versions, but it's on page 257 under the solid waste fund tab, and it's actually under the recycling program in the 115, and there is currently $3,485,000 budgeted for that, which I believe is enough to cover enhanced mulching at a minimum.
Okay, how much would it have been if we had gone through with the composting?
Then it would have been 1.3 million more.
More, 1.3 million, that's not too bad. So if the mayor does go ahead with this contract unscathed, we got to find 1.3.
1.3 million, correct.
Okay. And what about the cost for the construction of that facility? We had floated a $10 million bond.
We
right?
did, and it's part of the contract, and when they're ready to move forward with that or whatever the final plan is, we do have that money. We had to actually borrow a different type of bond, is to save on cost of issuance, obviously, but also by wrapping that in, we got an extremely low interest rate for it, even though it was a taxable bond.
Okay. So it's already been floated
Yes, it has.
for the specific purpose of,
The bond ordinance was specific to that.
so you can't
yes.
be using it for anything else then, right?
No,
I
we would
mean,
have
and
to,
it's
we
all-
would come back to you guys for that. That bond ordinance is for that. The money, because it's taxable, could be used for other purposes, but it still would have to be authorized by
I
a
see.
bond authorization from
It
you
would
guys.
have to come back here.
Right. I
Okay.
mean, yes.
Okay, okay. So we're not going to have a situation where that $10 million mysteriously disappears somewhere into the black hole of...
No, I said we track each bond issue, and Chris is sitting behind me somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Each bond issue, each bond float, each authorization very carefully.
And I will say this, you have earned our trust in that regard.
Thank you.
I think everybody knows what I'm alluding to. But, yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and I guess, though, since we are moving, we're looking at moving that facility, hopefully things work out the way we'd like it to work out. We're probably going to look at more infrastructure costs, right? Water lines and stuff, because that was the deal with that site that they had identified, right? You could get maybe federal funding, right, for different...
Yes, that was my understanding, that there would be some savings or other opportunities for funding. So we'll just have to see what the final arrangement is. Because this is a private company using a government facility, or that's the way it's intended to be, that we would end up with the building, it does run into some bond changes, and that it's not for completely a public purpose, but for private use. So we might have to issue more taxable bonds in the future, but we'll wait till the contract's all finalized and everything's said and done, and the new estimates are there and the total cost before we would do that. And obviously, we'd come back to you guys because we'd have to amend that bond or ordinance or do a new one.